Well, our top story is at this hour, big setback for Theresa May hours after the British cabinet gave its nod to the Brexit draft divorce deal. Theresa May faces two high-profile resignations. Well, the Brexit Secretary, Dominic Raab, has resigned and has claimed that he cannot support the deal for two reasons. In his resignation letter, he says that the regulatory regime proposed for Northern Ireland was a threat to the integrity of the United Kingdom. Raab also added that he cannot support the indefinite backstop arrangement. He said that the European Union cannot hold a veto over UK's ability to exist. Northern Ireland Minister Sailesh Vara too has resigned in protest of the deal. Vara claims that the deal would leave the United Kingdom in a halfway house. Earlier, Theresa May said that the agreed package was the result of thousands of hours of hard negotiations with the officials of the European Union. Theresa May said that a 585-page deal was the best that could be negotiated.
But the collective decision of Cabinet was that the government should agree the draft withdrawal agreement and the outline political declaration. This is a decisive step which enables us to move on and finalise the deal in the days ahead.
And this comes over 2 years after the United Kingdom voted in a referendum to leave the European Union. The European Parliament has welcomed Britain's Brexit progress. While the Brexit steering group of the European Parliament said, and I quote, "It is encouraging to see that we are moving towards a fair deal that should ensure an orderly withdrawal," unquote. The European Union said that the deal is a milestone towards a credible and sustainable relationship between the European Union and the UK.
J'ai toujours dit que nous négocions avec le Royaume-Uni, non pas contre le Royaume-Uni, dans le respect de son choix souverain de quitter l'Union européenne. Et nous franchissons ce soir une étape majeure vers ce retrait ordonné. Cette étape, c'est la condition, la base de la confiance dont nous avons besoin pour négocier un nouveau partenariat.
And my colleague Mandy Clark is now joining us live from London for the very latest on the Brexit deal and what the future holds for Theresa May. And Mandy, well, good afternoon. A big setback there indeed for Theresa May. Two resignations after we thought all was getting better with the cabinet approving this.
Yes, well, the clue last night was that she was due to make an announcement at 5 p.m. local time after a 3-hour planned discussion with her cabinet. The meeting went on an extra 2 hours, so it was not an easy sell to her cabinet by any stretch of the imagination. Now, of course, the Northern Ireland minister was the head of the DUP, and that's the minority party that's really propping up the Conservatives at the minute. They were never happy with anything that would mean the Northern Ireland would have these so-called backstops. So they made it clear they weren't happy with the deal, and it's not surprising to see this resignations, but it does weaken her position a lot. Yes, it seems that the cabinet is backing the deal, but she will have to get it through Parliament for it to go ahead. That was part of the deal. So if she can't get it through Parliament, it could cause a serious chaos for her and her party. It could lead to a no-confidence vote, which would mean a new leadership runoff before Brexit is even due to take place.
Right, and a new leadership which has already threatened a second referendum if it is the other opposition party which says, well, scrap all of this, let's go back to the talking table. That could be one possibility, Mandy, that as we've been speaking, but all this while we are also picking up, of course, that the European Union seems to be still upbeat, saying that if all goes well, by December we should be able to get something in place.
Well, and that is encouraging from the European side, but all the issues lie here domestically in the United Kingdom. Theresa May has a very difficult job ahead, and it is very treacherous water. Certainly, she's not seeing any support from her opposition. She's struggling to see any support within her own party, and the parties that have supported Conservative in the past say they don't like it. So it's hard to see how she's going to get it through. If she manages to muscle it way through Parliament, it will be a miracle. So if that happens, then yes, of course, the EU is on track for Brexit. If she can't get it through Parliament, it's unlikely they can rehash a new deal before Brexit is due to end, and they have to have a deal before the end of March. So then Britain would be crashing out of the EU with no deal territory, and that's the worst possible world for both the EU and the UK, but more so for the UK. So the ball is definitely in her court, and she has to push it through, so everyone's happy.